YouTube, this is for educational purposes only. YouTube, I repeat, this is for educational purposes only because I'm gonna say something I've not said before. But, anyways, we have this white woman come up here to teach us parents what we literally need to teach our kids and how we need to teach our kids. And I feel like when issues like this come up, it is literally being centered on black people. But do you know what they will do? They will try to frame it as if we are not coming for black people, we are not attacking black people. I'm just giving up my unopinionistic opinion. Now, as I'm talking to you, she has literally shut down the comment section of that particular video. But that's not actually my problem. I want you guys to honestly watch this video and let me know your honest thoughts in the comment section, because at the end of the day, I have a lot of things to say. YouTube, educational purposes only, not to create violence. I love peace. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Sonia. Subscribe, like, comment, and share. Credit to the original creators of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. I want to say a very big thank you to every single one of you liking, commenting, sharing, dropping super thanks, also joining my membership. I do not take you guys for granted. You guys are absolutely the best. And yes, with that being said, let's dive right into this video. I'll be back with commentaries.
Can we please stop teaching our children if they hit you, hit them back? I don't think people understand the severity of this statement and what it's truly teaching our children. It encourages this cycle of violence and aggression, and it limits a child's ability to engage in healthy conflict resolution skills. Because instead of using emotional regulation and de escalation and good communication skills, we're teaching them that conflict resolution needs force. And to resolve an issue or a conflict, you have to hit someone. Now, this is going to translate to any conflict. Maybe they get hit and now they're hitting someone back because that's how they handle their conflict. Then someone annoys them in class, doesn't put their hands on them, but annoys them. Now they're going to result to that aggression because they're not being taught healthy ways to stand up for themselves. And this is an issue because as they get older, they are going to get into fights with people bigger than them. They're going to get into fights with people who bring a gun to a knife fight, and it's going to be extremely dangerous for these children as they get older if we are not teaching them effective and healthy conflict resolution skills.
There's a video of this white lady saying, if you teach your child, if someone hits you, hit them back, you're actually breeding violence. You shouldn't do that. And I absolutely agree with her, because I don't teach my daughter, if somebody hits you, hit them back. I teach her, if somebody hits you, knock their head off their motherfucking shoulder, make that shit sound off so that the next little booger-headed little motherfucker don't think they can ever put their hands on you. What the fuck you thought this was? It's pure violence over here. Absolutely. We can have a conversation after I hit your motherfucking ass back, but don't ever think that your child finna hit my child and she's just gonna sit there and just be like, oh, I'll take it home. This ain't that. And it will never be.
Can we please stop teaching our children if they hit you, hit them back?
No. Hell no. I'm taking it a step further. I ain't just telling my kids to just you know what I'm saying? Somebody hit you, hit them back. No, I'm telling somebody hit you, beat they ass. Don't let up until a teacher come and get you. I want them to never think about putting their hands on you again. But I don't even care if you could be losing. Just keep swinging. I don't bite. Those, I don't care. I'm not saying this is her, but I've noticed a lot of people who be like, well, let's say exactly what she just said, ain't never actually been bullied before. For anybody who's ever actually been like quote unquote bullied, and people who are non-confrontational, we will tell you, hey, there is no reasoning with a bully. Right? There's no de-escalation. They're literally bullying you because they ain't got something right in their head. There is no rhyme or reason. Like, you literally could just be sitting there minding your business. Next thing you know, somebody smack you upside your head. They didn't have a reason to slap you upside your head, but they finna have a reason why not to slap you upside your head. I do think there's a balance though, right? Like you need to explain to your kid that, hey, this really only applies in school. This only applies to a person that you're going to see every single day, because otherwise this is going to keep happening every single day. In real life, after school, obviously, you know what I'm saying, just try to walk away. Don't get into any actual physical confrontations outside of school, for the simple fact that you'll most likely never even see that person again. It's not worth it. I remember I was in elementary school though. I used to play Bakugan. We used to skip lunch to play Bakugan in front the library. And it was just one kid. He used to always just mess with us, man. Always just mess with us, like every single day in, day out, And I just non-confrontational. I really didn't want to deal with it. And then one day I said, you know what? I bet I beat his ass. He ain't never once messed with me again after that. That's just the way it is. That's how that the kid's brain don't operate the same way adult brains work. I don't know what to tell you. But my kids, they ain't finna be nobody's punching bag.
Stop teaching your kids if they hit you, hit them back, is what that teacher really said. I mean, that teacher really said that. I'll just make sure that my child is nowhere near that classroom, because I don't want that kind of teaching for my child to hear. I don't want my child to hear none of that mess, because I'm not raising no victim around here. My child is not going to be a victim. I seem like, based off of that, it sounds like she wants the children to be victims. Why do you want the children to be victims? Yeah, I'm saying, I'm with you. Don't start no mess. Right, don't start nothing. But if they do start something, just know my child will finish it. You heard me? My child gonna finish it. But tell people to keep their hands to themselves. That's what we need to be saying. Keep your hands to yourself, and then you don't have to worry about nothing. That should be the real thing.
Can we please stop teaching our children if they hit you, hit them back?
Well, my dear, that would be easy to do if you taught your child to keep their hands to themselves. Bullying is not a good thing. If you've been bullied in your past, then you would know. Bullies hurt people. Hurt people hurt people. So maybe you may be the parental problem if your child is a bully, and you need to check yourself, check your child, and then they won't get their ass handed to them.
I know, not my normal desk or my car. I'm actually in Florida right now with my family. We took a vacation to SeaWorld, so it's beautiful out here. But that's not what the video's about. This young lady who's been going viral. Well, I've been seeing her videos on my For You page. I don't know how old the video is because it's privated. Her account's privated, but it's a therapist. And she's basically saying that, all in all, she's saying that children, please tell your children to stop hitting other children back when they have initiated a fight.
Can we please stop teaching our children if they hit you, hit them back?
And the reason why people tell their kids to hit other kids back, number one is obviously protection, being able to stand up for yourself. But the other thing is the system is not built to protect the one who is being bullied. That's just the truth of the nature. The first thing your parents are going to tell you to do is, hey, go find a trusted adult. Go tell that adult what's going on. And they are supposed to, as adults, handle this. I even have a hot take. If you are not the one who started it, you should not be suspended if a fight ensues, especially if there have been multiple reports of this child bullying. The parents have been notified. That child gets punched in the face. That kid should not be suspended for that. You get what I'm saying? I actually hate that type of system, that both kids get punished because one kid doesn't know how to keep his hands to himself. I think that's stupid. Right? We should be teaching self-defense, but we should also be teaching how to mind our business.
Can we please stop teaching our children if they hit you, hit them back?
Can we please teach our children to keep their hands to their fucking self so won't nobody have to knock the hell out of them? Because I sure ain't teaching no cheering that. If they hit you, you try and knock their head off their shoulders. Every time. Every single... See, that's the problem. So many people out here that taught their kids pacifism. Baby, ain't nothing wrong with defending yourself. You don't let nobody hit you and walk away scot-free. baby, you go ahead and try and take the breath out of their body immediately. And hold them, I'll be there soon for their parents.
Can we please stop teaching our children if they hit you, hit them back?
Oh, you serious too, ain't you? Nah, not happening. See, cause if any child think they're gonna bully my child, they got another thing coming. One thing for sure, y'all better teach y'all children some respect. And teach your kids to keep their hands to themselves. Because we teach our kids to keep their hands to themselves. Until the other person does not keep their hands to themselves, okay? Because if your baby wanna FAFO, then your baby's gonna FAFO. And it's gonna be because they FA'd and FO'd. you better teach your kids some self-respect. Keep your kids to tell your kids. Had a mini stroke there. Teach your kids some respect. That's what I was trying to say. Yo, I had a baby stroke.
I don't have kids, but I was one. No, because your child will never learn. They will in turn continue to beat up or bully whatever child they can find that they can take out their anger and frustration on. And since nobody's smacking the shit out of them back, they don't learn any other way.
To that woman who went viral for saying stop teaching your kids on if they hit you, hit them back, quote unquote. Do you think that's gonna stop the kids from bullying other kids? Fuck no. Do you think a conflict resolution is gonna help? Hell to the fucking no. Cause let me tell you something, I've been bullied constantly a lot from elementary all the way up to high school. But the minute the person put their hands on me one more fucking time, they'll go get fuck around and find out. If they hit me, I'ma hit their ass back. Cause honestly, I really don't give a damn who the fuck you is. That's how I was back then. Now, people just don't know when to fucking quit. And you know what's even the audacity? Is that when a kid has enough of people bullying them, they decide to swing back. And worst case scenario, they either get suspended or get expelled. Two options. Or put you on this so-called conflict resolution on the Neanderthals. Like, you gotta be living in the trenches for telling a kid or teaching them kids whatever. I swear the internet is mad weird for this. Fuck out of here.
She really turned her comments off. Like, you come on here and double down on telling parents to teach their children not to defend themselves. You made the second video, you made it seem like the first video was misunderstood, but no, you said exactly what you meant. You believe that people should tell their kids not to hit back because other kids' parents might not teach them not to hit other people. You gonna learn to fuck today.
Can we please stop teaching our children if they hit you, hit them back? I don't think people understand the severity of this statement and what it's truly teaching our children. It encourages this cycle of violence and aggression, and it limits a child's ability to engage in healthy conflict resolution skills. Because instead of using emotional regulation and de-escalation and good communication skills, we're teaching them that conflict resolution needs force. And
you want us to cure the effect of some other cause? There are consequences for mistreating others. You can't resolve conflict with somebody who's unreasonable, and usually the aggressor is the unreasonable one. This was the most unintelligent attempt at trying to sound smarter than everybody else I've ever seen. And then I watched the response video, and basically you're saying that, oh, you didn't watch my full video, you didn't understand the context of which I made the statement. You are a therapist. And you are a therapist to children, and I can see why. Certain communities have a lot of school shootings, and why certain communities have a lot of predators, and why certain communities have a lot of issues, okay, with aggressors being extremely aggressive with those aggressors getting away with their aggression, not seeing any consequences, and that is the problem. The problem is that you guys don't teach that there are consequences for your actions. You want to teach a child who is being essentially bullied that they are the ones that need to have better conflict resolution as opposed to the aggressive child? Is that your statement? This is why y'all school shootings is off the chains. Cause little Timmy been getting bullied by little John over there, and y'all ain't corrected little John and let little John know that there's consequences for your actions. Now little John thinks he can go around and bullying everybody. Now little John decides, I'm gonna go and bully Todd today. And Todd decides, nope, I'm not dealing with it. I'm shooting everybody tomorrow. Todd comes to school tomorrow and he's ready to shoot Johnny because Johnny has been bullying him and Timmy, and Todd is done with it. Now you got innocent bystanders getting hit by strays because you want to teach you want to teach Timmy that he should be the one to resolve conflict after Johnny has shown that he has no self-restraint, no self-control, no self-discipline, no real understanding of consequences of his actions, no accountability. Oh, okay. And this is why these people should not be in control of anything, because they don't even understand basic decency. Are you kidding me? Absolutely not. Funny part about when you teach your children to fight back is that I can almost guarantee you the majority of the people that teach their children to fight back, very much, especially black people, we ain't start no fight, but you're gonna finish it. Okay? Well, ain't starting nothing, but we damn sure gonna finish it. Number one. And number two, you may not initiate fights. You may not pick on someone else. You may not start a fight with another person. But if someone hits you, you definitely better hit them back. You better let them know that they cannot bully you, that your body is not their punching bag. How do you guys even live with yourselves? How do you live with yourself? Like, how do you live with yourself knowing that you are going into a world teaching little children that other people can use them as a punching bag and that they should be the ones to try to talk it out? Think about all the little girls that get physically abused by men because they were told that they are the ones that need to have the conflict resolution skills, that they are the ones that need to have a better understanding of conflict resolution. What kind of self-esteem are you teaching these children? What kind of self-love are you teaching these children? What kind of self-actualization are you teaching these children? By teaching them that they should be the ones to always be the bigger person, right? At the end of the day, one thing that you will realize about people and human nature is that there are some people that are unreasonable. And the only way that they are reasonable is when you show them what they understand. Something that I know about the Caucasian community is they have a big issue in their schools. And I'm talking Ivy League schools, college preparatory schools. A lot of their students deal with hazing and bullying to the point where there have been numerous teenage girls and teenage boys killing themselves because of the hazing that they've dealt with. There have been numerous school shootings because of the things that they dealt with. And you have the unmitigated, unseasoned gall to come on this internet and tell us that we should teach our children to be like those children.
Can we please stop teaching our children if they hit you, hit them back?
No.
Respectfully, no. Completely agree with the guy. Yeah, it's a no for me. Let me know if you guys disagree. I know there's going to be parents out there that are like, no, I completely agree with the woman. Yeah, no. Yeah, I completely and utterly agree with the guy. Let me give you a little backstory, actually, a little story. Okay, so when I don't know how old I was. I think I was like 8 or 9. I'm not 100% sure, but I remember back in those days, you could play out in the streets and you wouldn't get bloody kidnapped. It's crazy how times have changed. But back in those days, we all just used to play out in the streets. And I remember my dad was kind of like watching all of us, and a girl that I knew came up to me and basically hit me. And I remember I came upstairs, I ran back into the house, and I was sobbing, crying. And the first thing that my dad basically said to me was, "Why are you coming back to me? Go back and hit her." So I was just like, oh my God, okay. I went back and I boxed her. And guess what, guys? She never did anything to me again. And anytime I saw her, she would literally put her head down. The moral of the story is that unfortunately we are breeding bullies. And we are also allowing our children to basically sit there and take these bullies. And it's just a big fat no for me. And I don't believe in violence. Trust me, guys. I am not a violent person. I've got a mouth, but I don't like to fight. I'm just, so before you think that I'm ghetto and I'm rowdy, I'm actually very much the opposite. But one thing that I do want to teach my kids, if someone does lay hands on you, you better box them back straight. That's the first thing I want to hear before you tell me what took place, why it happened, what happened. Box them back. Yeah, I'm actually thinking about maybe getting my kids into jiu-jitsu. I think that's what it's called, or karate or something like that, just to kind of like help strengthen their karate skills or their skills. I don't know what, but guys, this day and age that we're living in, it is scary times. You can't just throw your kids out there and just expect for them just to sit down and just get bullied up and down the place. Because if they're not going to box them back, who is? Think about it.
Can we please stop teaching our children, if they hit you, hit them back?
Nope. Nope. No, my love. I will not teach my child. But you rather teach your own child to keep his or her hands to themselves. Yes. Because if they by any chance lay a finger on my child or any of my children, I am very sure they will find their hands misplaced. Yeah, their legs will come to their shoulder and their hands or their shoulder will go to their legs. I promise you this. So teach your child or your children to cultivate the act of keeping their hands to themselves. Because if they don't, what? What? They will have to put a phone call to me and I will not come. I promise you. So teach your child to keep their hands to themselves. Say no to bullying, my darling. Yes, say no to bullying. I am not that mother. We'll see you at the PTA meeting. Peace out.
Can we please stop teaching our children, if they hit you, hit them back?
No, bitch, so your kids could be hitting motherfucker thinking it's okay and getting away with it for the rest of their life? Instead of asking, we stop teaching our kids that, why won't you just teach your kids to keep your fucking hands to yourself? That's the problem. Teach your kid to keep their fucking hands to their self.
Parent with a proper developed brain would know the answer to that question is no. I understand you guys are just starting to be parents because for so long, people that look like me were taking care of your kids. So you never really had to be parents. And you guys don't know how to do it. You guys try to be your kids' friends. You guys let your kids get away with anything. They never know what repercussion is for their behavior, if they're being violent, having violent outbursts, tantrums, and all those type of things. You give in to anything that they want instead of telling them no. You know what I'm saying? Let's just be honest about this. You guys are bad parents. Why can't you tell your child, hey, if you put hands on other people, that you don't know their reaction to you putting their hands on them. So it's best for you to not put your hands on them because you don't know how they're going to react. They could hit you back or they could take your life. Or more. You just never know. But a lot of you guys are lazy. A lot of you guys are lazy. A lot of you guys allow tablets to raise your children. A lot of you guys allow the TV to raise your children. A lot of you guys expect the teacher to not only teach your child the subjects that they need to know, but also as well be a third or fourth parent to that child. Let's just be honest with it, right? You guys are just terrible people. And instead of doing your job, you want other people to allow your children to put hands on them, thinking that's perfectly okay. This is the reason why we have so many, you know what I'm saying, school pew pew. You know what I'm saying? It's because y'all won't parent in such a way so that your children have emotional regulation and self-control. Y'all refuse to do it. You always try to pass the buck over to other people being responsible for correcting your child. And once people start telling you no, now you want to say, oh no, can you please stop telling your kids to hit back? Yeah, no, we're not going to do that. I'm going to tell my kids, they put hands on you, put your hands, feet, toes, mouth, and everything you got left onto them.
Can we please stop teaching our children if they hit you, hit them back?
Absolutely not the fuck not. No. I have two boys. I have an 18-year-old and a 19-year-old. They just graduated high school, and one used to be bullied all the time, where he was pushed into traffic. Okay? I tell my children, as they were growing up, you have one time for somebody to lay their hands on you. You never, ever, ever, ever lay your hands on somebody first. But if somebody lays their hands on you, you beat them like they owe you money. You keep on going. Don't let anybody hurt you. And you're gonna hit my kid and not expect to get hit back? Girl, bye.
Can we please stop teaching our children if they hit you, hit them back?
Absolutely not. That ain't happening over here. In fact, my son will get rewarded for hitting back. Someone puts their dusty ass hands on my son, he will be expected to hit them back. He will finish what they started. And in what generation has there ever been a situation where there's been a bully and you speak to them and then they stop bullying? Give your head a wobble, love. Give it a proper good wobble, because you're literally talking absolute shit.
Can we please stop teaching our children if they hit you, hit them back?
No, we're not going to stop teaching that. You need to shut up, and here's why.
Limits a child's ability to engage in healthy conflict resolution skills.
Yeah, you don't get to preach conflict resolution while hiding behind a locked comment section like a raccoon clutching a ring camera and a block button. You're sitting here saying violence isn't the answer. We need dialogue. Okay, Captain Communication, then why did you duct tape our mouth shut on everybody trying to respond, huh? You claim the comments are hateful, toxic, vicious. Fine. If you can't even survive words on the internet without shutting the gates and fleeing the battlefield, why the hell should anybody trust your advice about handling real conflict? That ain't conflict resolution. That's conflict avoidance, wearing a cardigan and pretending it's wisdom. See, meanwhile, teaching kids that actions have consequences, including a proportionate response when somebody crosses a line, that teaches reality. It teaches restraint through repercussions. It teaches people that there are boundaries in this world, and if you stomp across them like a drunk buffalo in flip-flops, eventually somebody's going to stomp back. See, your method teaches people that they can provoke, insult, harass, hide behind politics, moderators, safe spaces like a squirrel barricaded in an emotional support birdhouse. My method teaches accountability. And before you clutch your pearls so hard and turn them into power, nobody's saying every problem deserves a folding chair to the forehead. We're saying people learn real quick when consequences quit being theoretical. It's funny how people screaming the loudest about healthy conflict resolution are usually the same people disabling the comments, blocking criticism, and treating disagreement like it's biological warfare.
Anyways, welcome back, guys. And you guys have literally seen every single clip I've been able to roll out for you guys, where we have this madam coming to teach parents, what and what not to teach their children. And I'm going to still be specific about this. If they bring out content like this, have it at the back of your mind that this content is just referring mainly to black people, despite the fact that I saw white folks reacting to this content as well. I saw a lot of white folks that are not okay with our opinion, and of which I keep saying it in my videos, right? I don't just want to be biased. I know that there are some good white people here. that's by the corner. But I literally know that this video is centered to black people because a lot of time these people have made it look like black people are the problem in the society. Black people are the ones that do the pew. Black people are the ones that cause troubles. Black people are the ones that do is that's why you can just go into a store as a white as a black person, you get racially profiled, you get people asking you stupid questions that are not supposed to ask you. So it's just a whole lot the moment I saw this particular video. And that was why I played her first clip from beginning to the end, because there was another video where she was explaining herself why she actually did that and how people misunderstood the content. And I'm not even seeing anything good about that particular one too, but I didn't even include that one. Now let's go back to the topic, and that is why I said YouTube. This is for educational purposes only. I'm not here to create violence. Nobody love violence, but we are just educating each other as parents, right? Now, I'm going to be talking from the aspect of me being bullied in school. So let me share my experience first. When I was in secondary school, I was not the talking type. I was one of the most reserved and quiet child, right? I have my elder sisters that they talk anything you in fact, my younger sister, she's already fire on fire, okay? So, but on my own end, I was not the talking type. I literally do not know how to defend myself. The only thing I know how to do was do well in my academics and then go to school. But when I got to JSS 3, I have this senior that always wants to bully me. He was literally a senior student. He was like a one class ahead of me, right? I have this senior that was literally, he always, not he always want to, he always bullies me. And he targets as there is nothing I can do. So it becomes a normal thing that even some of my classmates started bullying me as well. I will get to that part. Now, do you know what this senior will actually do to me? The moment he sees me, he'll be like, "Oh, your voice sounds like man voice." I don't know how they say I sound that time. Like my voice is loud, my voice is high, my voice is this. Every time he sees me, he'll call me man. Do you get? And I'm scared of reacting so that I don't get punished, or I don't know how to even explain it. So it got to a point because he will literally say that and I will just run. Whenever I see this particular senior in school, I will go hide into my shave. Like I don't want him to see me because he can literally just scream. He can literally just talk to me. He can literally just insult me in the presence of every single person, and every other person will be laughing. So guess what? The very day that we I heard that this senior was changed to another school because he was literally a bully, and that school I was in a good private school, said they can't condone that, so they have to expel him. And the very day I heard that he moved on that school, I was so happy. But it didn't just end there, because my classmate already knows that I am the kind of person that no matter what you do, I don't talk, I don't retaliate, I just swallow it. Do you know what they do? It now become a thing of bully for me. So the moment I want to, they'll be like, "Oh, shut up, you talk like a man." The moment I want to do this one, come and hit me on the head. That it was just a whole lot. And coming to a particular day, I decided by myself to take laws into my own hands. And when I mean take laws, I did not prepare anybody, but there was this particular girl that I told her, "Today should be the first and the last. You have to call me those names." And then she repeated it. I didn't say anything. I waited for her. I told my younger sister a day before that this particular person is always doing this and I'm going to warn her. My younger sister should come to school because she was the hot headed person, and wait for me after closing. And after closing, trust me, myself and my young I started the fight with her, and my younger sister joined hands, and we gave this girl the beating of her life. I'm telling you guys, like the beating of her life. Do you get? And I noticed something, that ever since that day, I regained back my confidence. Like, do you dare not? You dare not talk to me in class. You dare not talk to me whenever I am minding my business. You dare not raise your hand on me. You dare not. Ever since that time, even to the point that we created a reunion group, and most of my classmates were like, how is Faith doing? Faith, like they will just start reminding me of how it started and how I became fearless until I left my school, till I finished my university. I was that fearless. But imagine when I was literally not doing anything. They do it repeatedly because they knew I was weak. So you coming to tell us that we should not teach our children heat. The only thing I will teach my child, and I'm very sure, is do not start up a fight. Do not become a bully. Don't hit someone first. Respect is reciprocal. Don't do this. The good ones is what I see. But the moment you dare lay your hands on my child, sorry, I've been once bullied and I don't want that to repeat. My child is gonna beat that person up. My child is gonna retaliate. My child is gonna be that child that whenever you see her, you will never bully another kid. It's as simple as A, B, C, D. Black American children, black kids go through bully every single now and then, especially when they're in a predominantly white spaces and you want them to just keep quiet, locked up as if nothing happened. It's not going to work. So, as a white person, teach your children the right thing. It's as simple as that. Teach them not to be bullies. Because if you teach them not to be bullies, and I teach my children not to be bullies, I don't think we will be having issues of this person even hitting. Why will a child even raise his own hand to hit a fellow child in the first place? Who gave that child that audacity? Who gave that child the temerity and effrontery? Some of you parents do some stupid gentle parenting that you see that this your child is going the wrong direction, but no, leave him, it's just gonna be fine. Jaden is gonna be fine. And you don't correct them, and they grow up to become bullies, they grow up to become arrogant children in the society, and then you expect my black kids to sit down and see your own kids hit them, and then my children should not retaliate. That is why I so much love every single reaction clip I was able to stitch in this video. Nobody was buying to the idea. It's as simple as that. Sorry, guys, my daughter is eating, and that's why she's becoming cranky. So, respect is reciprocal. Teach your children the right thing to do. Teach them how to respect people. Teach them how not to become a bully, and everything is gonna be fine. Like, comment, share. Wait, I'll carry her love. Like, comment, share, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye. Let me take care of my baby.